Increase your network, increase your presence, increase your visibility. You can use social media. The world is very small now, so that's how you can do the marketing and all. So that's how anyone can do business.
Yes,
Business
yes.
is not a challenge, but we started with DPB and small schemes. My customers and try to understand what they want, what incentives they can claim, what they are eligible for within the framework of law. So I used to analyze that. As of now, there is no way. If I have any problem with some shipping bills or something, who is there to listen? So there has to be some forum. Let's say 100 car is 1 crore rupees and your input component is, let's say, 80 lakh rupees. So 80 lakh rupees per 28% is how much? Out of that, it is IGST component is there. तो आपको फिर ड्रॉबैक नहीं मिलेगा, बट आपने एक्सपोर्ट तो किया है, आपने वो प्रोडक्ट एक्सपोर्ट किया है, आपने फॉरेन एक्सचेंज लाया है, सिर्फ गलती हुई है कि आपने वो मेंशन नहीं किया है.
वेलकम सर इन केडी सुषमा चैनल. आपसे मिलके बहुत बहुत खुशी हुई और आपका जो काम है एक्सपोर्ट के सर्विसेज में, दैट इज रियली गुड एंड इम्पैक्टफुल एंड दैट इज रियली नीडेड फॉर द एक्सपोर्टर्स एंड इंपोर्टर्स आल्सो. सो वी वांट टू नो मोर अबाउट द सोहमा एंड योर सर्विसेज.
Sohamma started in somewhere in 2001. We started from my home in Ghatkopar, and fortunately even clients used to come to my house there. We had a room outside. It was a chawl type, and clients used to come. We used to work then. Then slowly, Sohamma gradually grew. We started with DPB and small schemes. Then slowly, gradually, we mastered ourselves in EPCG. Then EOU scheme, debonding of EOU scheme. At that time, debonding was a very big challenge. In fact, today also it's a challenge, debonding of EOU. So we did that. And then advanced authorizations, ratification and all, SFIS, SEIS, project imports, SVB, slowly, then custom clearance. Slowly, then we grew, and then we are now getting to around 500 plus clients, and we have a turnover of around 30 crores annually. And so that's how Sohamma is basically.
That's good. So you're basically into like we can say the benefits and the claims, like all about the import and export.
Yeah, basically I was always passionate about export and imports. I used to always put myself in the shoes of my customers and try to understand what they want, what incentives they can claim, what they're eligible for, and within the framework of law. So I used to analyze that. I used to study the various notifications, and apart from the notifications, I used to also study the precedences. There's a beauty in the policy. Policy lies in between the lines. If you see the policy from chapter 1 to 9, there is policy is very small, but in between the line there is a whole world lies, and in that whole world there are various law firms, and they are running their businesses, and various consultants and all in between the line. That's it.
Okay. There are like many people don't know about the export benefits or they don't know how to claim that. So can we like explain about export benefits in 2025? Right now it is going on.
Yeah, first of all, to the newcomers who want to do exports and imports, there is not much rocket science into it, I would say. And anyone who wants to, anyone can do exports. There are two things. What we say is a very broad term. I would say documentary setup, and the rest will depend on the person's skill, marketing skills, his products. Documentary setup is very simple. You should have an import export code, and you should have AD registration and all. So once you are ready with that, then what remains is the marketing.
Right.
So for marketing, I wouldn't say there are agencies for marketing. Marketing is your own skill, the product knowledge, and your network. That's how. And for beginners, what you can do is that, let's say you are registered with the Export Promotion Council, and you can attend their meetings, you can attend their workshops, you can attend their exhibitions. They offer some discounts. I don't know currently what's going on. so that you can attain, and that's how you can increase your network, increase your presence, increase your visibility. You can use social media. The world is very small now, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
how
true.
you can do the marketing and all. So that's how anyone can do business.
Yes,
Business
yes,
is not a challenge, but exports, a main challenge lies in realization of payment.
Hmm.
That's where it hits the most. So if you're sure about the customer, because I nowadays what I've heard is that, what I see, that many people, they export and then the money doesn't come in. So for that there is an agency, that ECGC.
Hmm.
You can use that agency also, but how much fruitful it is, and how much practical it is, I don't know, because that agencies generally cover only normal, if there's a war or there's a flood, this, that, all that. So you go through the points, you ask them specifically what cover they give. You have to ask, otherwise they'll give any cover, and then after the claim comes, then you will
Yes,
land
yes.
in a problem.
Basically, ECGC is giving the buyer's risk and political risk. So they are covering the political situations also, that type of risk, and one is the buyer's risk. If your buyer get default and all that thing.
Yeah, they have a data, so they also
Yes,
give,
yes.
they also check the buyer's credentials and the background.
Yeah.
So
So
you can avoid it.
regarding like what you are helping importers and exporters, so what are the benefits exporters can take?
Yeah, that's a beautiful question. What are the benefit exporters can take? So, but there are layers to it and depth to it. Your question, but as far as to enter, let's to break the ice. What I can say is that, let's say if you have 1 crore of exports,
Hmm.
shipping bill. So we need to analyze that. Ki, let's say ki, can I use the example car, or you want to use any other example? Car is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So let's say I am manufacturing and exporting a car. So how much percentage of components I'm going to import? So let's say I'm going to import 70% and more components. Then advance authorization scheme I can go.
Hmm.
That is, I can apply for advance authorization. I can import all these components duty free, and I can export within 18 months. So that is advance authorization. So there you get duty free imports, and you get advantage in the international market over the pricing. So that is one advance authorization. Along with advance authorization, if you don't, let's say ki 70% your import items are not there, your import items maybe, let's say, of 20%.
Hmm.
So if your import items are 20%, then duty drawback scheme, if you're eligible for, you can go for duty drawback scheme. It's a beautiful scheme, duty drawback, tried and tested scheme. So that also you can approach. So either advance authorization or
Or the duty drawback.
duty drawback. That is one thing. In one shipping bill, you
For the
can
manufacturer exporters.
for the manufacturer, for the merchant who are tied up with manufacturers. Naturally, some merchant cannot manufacture on his own. He has to
Yes.
tie up with some or other manufacturer, or either he has to just pick up from the market. But that's not business. Business is you have to save every cost, every penny you have to save.
Hmm.
So that's how advance authorization is a very good scheme. And if you're not eligible for advance authorization, then you can go for duty drawback. After that, there is road tax scheme. So you can check eligibility. If your product is eligible for road tax scheme, you can go for that road tax scheme. In the same shipping bill, you can knock off your EPCG obligation. Now, what is your EPCG? EPCG is that if you want to import capital goods, new capital goods, not used one. If you want to import new capital goods, you can do that under EPCG scheme, duty free, completely duty free. But you have to complete export obligation 6 times of the duty saved value. So this is a EPCG scheme. If you have claimed EPCG scheme, then there's export obligation of 6 times. So that also you can knock off in that one shipping
One
bill.
shipping bill.
So these are the benefits you can claim under one shipping bill, one exports.
Okay, so it means these are the benefits applicable for the merchant exporter and as well as the
As well,
manufacturer exporter.
any exporter.
Any exporters, and
Yeah.
it is no irrespective of the sectors, we can say.
Yeah, of course it is irrespective
Yes,
of the
but
sectors.
like every sector it is applied.
Yeah, yeah.
And
This
those
is
with
general.
agriculture,
This is generic.
processed food,
Yeah,
spices, textile.
but agriculture you won't import.
Yes,
Basically.
that's true.
So
But road
there
tape-
you can go for
road tape is
drawback.
applicable.
Drawback you can go plus road tape. That we can check. Road tape was disallowed. Previously, road tape was allowed along with all the schemes. Then after that time, road tape was only for a certain short time. Road tape was for only free shipping bills.
Hmm.
Without advance authorization and without drawback. But now again it has been restored.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Great
with
then.
limited eligibility criteria. So if anyone wants to export, he has to thoroughly check where and it's not a rocket science. You just ask your clearing agent and he will tell you.
Yeah.
But you have to ask questions.
Hmm.
You do not assume. You have to ask questions.
That's true.
A lot of mistakes happen in exports, and as I told you, mistakes
Cannot be
cannot be
corrected.
corrected
Yes.
in exports and imports. You will go for a toss. One mistake and you go for a toss.
So what are the mistakes generally happen?
Majority of mistakes, right? I'll tell you majority, as I told you, majority of the cases going on in all the courts, in all the appellate tribunals and everywhere are related to clerical mistakes, description, not mentioning the schemes, and procedural lapses. So this is what the generally the mistakes are, and the majority of the cases and all these things are formed due to these things only, clerical mistakes. So if you avoid the clerical mistakes before export, you should know what are the benefits you want to claim. That is before exports,
Export and filing the
not at the
documents.
time of exports. Before exports, you have to analyze. Well, as I told you, you have to take a simple Excel sheet. Okay, this is my export product. For this product, let's say I have got 100 cars export. So against this, I am going to import 100 steerings, 100 engines, 100 set of tires. So this is the duty structure, and this is the component import value. So this is the duty I am going to suffer. Now we will calculate. Okay, this is the duty you are going to suffer. Okay, fine. So let's go for advance authorization. If the import component is high, now let's say the import component is low, if the duty suffered is low, and if the duty drawback is high because the FOB value is high, then we can check on that. So that is how we have to do on paper, and then we have to come to a conclusion, and then we need to decide which incentive we have to claim.
Yeah.
So that is point number one. Point number two, where lots of mistakes happen. Lots of mistakes happen. Even the CHS do these mistakes. Description, HS code, schemes, all this has to be planned and has to be mentioned on the shipping bill. If it is not mentioned, then nothing will happen.
So any like example you can share, like the mistake happen and this is the like cause they have.
Thousands and lakhs of mistakes are happening. Shipping bill.
Like for example.
Now, for example, I am an exporter. I'm exporting, let's say, some auxiliary components or assemblies. I'm exporting. So I just prepare invoice. I give to my CHA. What he will do? He will try to find a shortcut. He will file the shipping. Because you can't blame him, because he's not a god. He will not know.
Yeah.
So you have to tell him कि भाई I am exporting this component. What is the challenges I can face? What is the description as per the customs tariff, as per the DGFT, as per the standard input output norms? That needs to be discussed. What is the HSN code? What is the duty drawback value? And if it is duty drawback, am I registered with the duty drawback? Have I registered myself? And if it is advance authorization, have I applied for the advance authorization? Have I executed the bank guarantee or the bond? Is my advance authorization ready for imports? A lot of things are there. You just can't jump into it. A lot of things are there.
Okay. So that need to be taken care before the export.
Before the exporters, you have to be very clear what benefits you want to take. Benefits are extremely good benefits. They save a lot of money, but then compliance is compulsory. Without compliance, benefits has no value.
Okay. So what are the range of like percentage of benefit we can say minimum or max average?
See, what I said is like advance authorization. So if you are planning to, if your components are high, import components are high.
Like the average benefit exporter is getting.
That is let's say if you are engineering products, chapter 84, if you take, should be around 28% on the imported value.
Okay.
So that we need to compare. Okay, 28%. Let's say 100 car exported and 100 imported, 100 are imports done. Then what is the 28% value? Okay. Let's say 100 car is 1 crore rupees and your import component is, let's say, 80 lakh rupees. So 80 lakh rupees per 28% is how much? Out of that, it is IGST component is there.
Okay.
So that also we need to calculate, because that you can take as ITC, input tax credit. So it is a mathematics calculation, which scheme is best for you. It has to
Okay.
be, we have to put on table an Excel sheet
And
and
if
we have to do.
anyone is purely merchant,
Yeah, merchant export, there is absolutely no issue. You can claim advance authorization for merchant export. For example, you want to, you select any standardized product. Let's say ki if you are going to buy some engines from a company and you're a merchant exporter, you
Yeah.
got an export order of some engines.
Hmm.
You want to export. You got what options you have got? You can buy it from the market
Hmm.
and you can export directly.
Yes.
You are eligible for duty drawback, you can claim that. But if you are smarter, what you will do, okay, let's say I have got a 100 engines order. You will go and talk to the company. For example, let's say Compton News. You'll go and talk to that company. Okay, I have got a 100 engine orders. Will you be supplying to me this? They said, okay, fine. Point. That's okay. Then the second step, if you're smart, what you will ask them is, sir, if I give you advance authorization, what benefit can you give me? So he will say, again, the same logic he will apply. Okay, I have got this engine. I have got this engine, and that 70% of the components of that engine I import it. Like Compton gives imports it. So what you will do, sir, can I apply advance authorization and give it to you? He says, fine. If you, let's say,
Okay.
if I'm selling you for 1 lakh rupees one engine, if you give me the advance authorization, I will sell you for 80,000 rupees.
Hmm.
Because Compton Greece is going to save that much of duty component
Yeah.
that he can pass on to you. Even 10,000 rupees we save, even 5,000 rupees we save, it's a saving. But then we have to do the comparison also, because then there are transaction costs, because then application of the license is there. Then license application comes with a lot of other things also, like you have to pay the fees, then the RCMC
So the
fees, and
procedural part and the processing
yeah, the cost.
charges
So
are
we
there.
have to take a call whether that order is too big, whether that order is small. So
Hmm.
lot of things, permutation and combination are there.
Okay. So how anyone can claim that benefits?
You can directly at the time of filing of shipping bills, you can claim it.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, let's say drawback. Let's say you are a merchant exporter. You want to export. Let's say 2% you have got drawback. So that you file the shipping bill under drawback. But if you are going to file the shipping bill under drawback, that first thing is that you should be registered in the drawback, because the CHA generally don't advise or they may forget. So you have to register in drawback first before filing the shipping bill, and then you file the shipping bill. And once the shipping bill is processed, it automatically will come to hit your account.
Okay.
Drawback
So
amount.
drawback, no need to do
No
the
need to
separate claim.
no need to do separate claim.
Okay. For road tap?
For road tap is eligible for certain products, and we can apply from the system, from the portal. There we can apply road tap.
Okay. And like how the process is very, very easy, and it is like the working process time for that.
Road tap, it's not cumbersome, but there's a huge challenge in road tap currently of filing the returns.
Okay.
That is a challenge. Exporters who have claimed 50 lakh rupees and more road tap. So there is a huge list of like transportation, like for example, if you have exported something, let's say 100 engines you exported. So that 100 engines from factory, it will come to JNPT or from all that, there's a huge web of calculations you have to give. What is the VAT suffered? How much money you have suffered there? So there's a huge calculation. Returns, yearly returns, you have to file that
For
in
the road tap.
yeah, in detail.
But there is a criteria for the amount.
50 lakhs and above.
50 lakhs. So above that, you need to proceed with all the returns and compliances.
Yeah.
So under 450, under that is not required.
Yeah, it's not required.
Okay. So apart from drawback and road tape, any other benefit exporters can take?
Garments, Rostel, but normal exporters, no.
That is for the textile.
That is for textiles, Rostel.
Okay. The same like road tape?
Yeah.
Okay. So the specially for the textile exports only.
Yeah, that's special for textile.
Okay. So these are the two major benefits any exporter can claim.
Yeah, as of now.
So what are the things, any case study you can explain with your experience, like any, like we can say the good or bad, not like that, but any example that exporter got some benefits, this is the good part of the schemes, and or any other like example.
Yeah, of course, if you're talking of exporters, they are getting the benefits, but many people are losing the benefits also. if the compliance is not met with, as I told you. Now, for example, duty drawback you will get, but if the money is not realized, then you have to give back, surrender back the duty drawback along with the uh, interest. Or if you are filing the shipping bill for duty drawback, then if the HS code is wrong, or if the description is wrong, or if the EGM, that is the export general beneficiary, is not filed properly by the CHA or the shipping lines, then there's a challenge. For the lot of technical issues are there.
So in short, like export benefits will be taken when the foreign currency will be realized in India. Your
In
payment
drawback,
will be
in
realized.
yeah, of course, the payment, that's how your transaction is completed. The payment has to hit your account, and BRC has to
Generate.
be issued.
Okay.
BRC has to be issued. Then the transaction is completed.
Okay. So any period, like if I have claimed road tap, but I'm only a merchant exporter, I'm not importing anything. So how I can use that?
Sell it in the market. It's easily cashable. You can monetize it immediately.
Okay. So is there any period for that lock-in period?
Yeah,
Like within
there's
this?
no lock-in period, but there's a validity period of 12 months. Within that period, you have to sell it.
Okay, within 1 year only. So we need to sell it in the 1 year.
Immediately, you should sell it. Ideally, if you're a merchant exporter.
Okay.
Don't go for a hedging and all. Just sell it. Because you can't predict the market. Because the market is run by a few people only.
Right.
So just sell it. That's the best thing.
So we cannot say that.
You have to sell it if you are a merchant, because I have seen many exporters who have forgotten to sell, and then the scripts have lapsed, and then they apply to DGFT, please extend, and DGFT will strictly refuse it.
Okay.
Yeah, even PRC does not accept it.
So is there any validity period for, like, when I have done the export, I have realized the payment also, but I'm waiting like for the cumulative shipments to apply for the road tap. So is there any validity, like after one export, within how much time I need to apply for the road
Yeah,
tap?
there is there's some validity period, or otherwise the system itself generates road tap.
Okay.
Yeah, but system will do abruptly. They 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. If we do it, then we can combine and make it do.
Okay. That can be possible. So any, like for the importing things, IGST refund.
Advance authorization and EPCG. Let's say from July, you should go back to July 2017 when GST was introduced. Before that, exports were happening under advance authorization, and refunds were being taken. But after introduction of GST in 2017, what happened? Notification was issued that you have to pay the IGST portion in cash. So that totally there was chaos in the market, and there are a lot of challenges. And because the cash flow was, because many companies had generally cash flow of 3 months or whatever the criteria is, and that was totally went haywire. Because they had to put cash into the imports, and the huge imports was there, huge imports, and huge amount of input tax credit was accumulated. Then people, government then realized it, and then that condition was exempted and extended. At that time, prior import condition was made compulsory, that you have to import first under advance authorization, and then you have to export under advance authorization. Now here again, as I told you, prior import, because it was not feasible, because for big especially for automobile industries and all. So generally, their products are standardized products. Let's say they have got an order of 10 cars, so they have got engine, steering, nut bolts, everything. So they will prepare the car and export. But due to prior import condition, what happened? The advanced version people, then they have to place a order for the imported components. Then the supplier will prepare. Then the supplier will supply. Then it will come by ship 30 days, and then the manufacturing, and then the export. So people failed to export on time, whereas other countries were exporting on time. So there was a huge mess because of prior import. And so then that was also removed by the government, and then came the IGST portion. So what happened? There was a lot of ITC being accumulated over this period, input tax credit. So people, what they did under advance authorization, they imported duty free, and at the time of exports, they claimed the IGST refund.
Okay.
Now this matter came up, a company, Cosmo Films, and Gujarat, Honorable Gujarat High Court, they gave a decision which was not in favor of Cosmo Films, and they said ki you cannot claim IGST refund when you have claimed exemption under advance authorization. So from there the story started,
Okay.
and till date the story is going on till date, and advance authorizations are still not been closed.
Okay.
Now it is allowed IGST refund. Government says now it is allowed,
So people
but
can take that.
yeah, but that span, during that span, cases are still pending.
Yeah. So those who are affected, it is still fighting.
Actually, it should have, it could have been retrospective,
Mhm.
that benefit what had been
Okay.
granted, but this in between span, a lot of court cases are going on all over India.
Okay.
So exporters are energy, and exporters time.
So definitely, a lot many things actually the change should
Yeah.
happen from the government also in the policies.
Yeah,
And
I would pray and I would request that we should think that exports is a priority for our country, and we should not use the energy on finding out mistakes, clerical mistakes, and all these things. We should not focus on mistakes, bona fide mistakes, errors, procedural lapses.
Right.
We need to focus on that how to grow exports of a country.
Yes.
And as of now, more energy is put into finding out mistakes, audits, this, that. We should understand this all is for promotion of exports.
That's true.
Policing is more than promotion. I feel so. That's my personal opinion.
Yes, that's true. So definitely, it will need to be changed actually. So, as for your experience, what you can advise to the exporters and importers?
Exporters, I salute the Indian exporters and importers. In spite of so many litigations, show cause notices, order in originals, appellate tribunals, they are still focused, working hard, and they are exporting. They are putting every ounce of their strength in exports. Exports, you just try to do a small business also. Even if you try to put a small business, it is so difficult to run a business. It's
Right.
very difficult to run a business. To build a trust, to find a customer is very difficult. It's like breaking your head. 24 hours you have to work on it. So these exporters, they are working, and they're going out of the way. They're building networks, they're building contacts, they are going there, they're bringing orders, and they are following up with their factories, to the vendors, and all the getting them goods manufactured. They try to take the benefit of the schemes, documentation, procedures, lapses, everything. So they go through all these things. So I salute these exporters and importers of India.
Yes,
Really,
that's true actually.
They're really,
They're doing really
they are
great job.
really doing good, and we really need to promote these people. If we are talking of China, especially, I would like to compare only with China. See, we have to be aggressive in exports. We need to broaden our, how we see towards the exporters. We cannot see exporters as smugglers. They are building foreign exchange for our country.
Yeah.
We need to promote them. Yes, 5 to 10% people are notorious, but for that, all the 80% or 90% people cannot be, tortured, and cannot be troubled, and
yeah.
cannot be seen that way. So that's what I feel. For exporter and importers, they are doing good job. But one thing I also noticed, that there is not any forum for exporters and importers. Export promotion councils are there, but how many exporters do attend their councils? Hardly 10%. Majority of people don't export. So there has to be a forum, like how we have digitized everything. So I feel on the DGFT portal, on the custom portal, we make a slot what problems you have, or what you suggestions you have. So we can ask suggestions from the industry, and yes, people will give suggestions.
Definitely.
As of now, there is no way. If I have any problem with some shipping bills or something, whom do I talk to? Who is there to listen? So there has to be some forum. I feel so.
Definitely. We will try from our end, like how it can be
A lot of things are there. Now, for
suggested to
example, I
them.
told you, if a authority passes an order, and if it is a positive order, after 3 months the order is reviewed by a senior authority, and he rejects that order,
Hmm.
or he challenges that order. So why we should go to the lower authority when that authority's order is not going to be accepted by the senior people or the senior
Right.
authorities?
Hmm.
So from here you go to the senior authority, then up from the senior authority to C-stat, from C-stat to High Court, from High Court to Supreme Court. So the exporter's entire energy life goes in all this documentation. So if there is clarity, and if we relax the procedural lapses, or like for example in EPCG we do not submit installation certificate, punishment.
Hmm.
If the description is wrong, punishment. If the uh, product HS code is wrong, or AEP is not maintained, or lot of things are there. No,
Hmm.
that is the it will take a long time explaining. But I feel that we need to broaden our views. We need to broaden, and we need to respect exporters,
Hmm.
and we need to really promote them. They are doing their best. We need to promote them, and they can beat even China if
Yes.
we promote our exporters. They are such solid people, such solid people. We say Chinese are hardworking, but I would say these people are more hardworking and seasoned. So our exporters can जिधर लात मारेंगे पानी निकालेंगे, ऐसे एक्सपोर्टर्स, बट उनको प्रमोट करना चाहिए, उनको
Definitely,
सपोर्ट करना.
like from our end,
आई
at
डोंट
least
से
we
प्रमोट
can
करो कुछ बड़ा कुछ करो.
help
आई
them.
विल ओनली से कि जो क्लरिकल चीजें है, क्लरिकल मिस्टेक, अभी फॉर एग्जांपल शिपिंग
How we
बिल.
can support them in the
हाँ,
day-to-day
एग्जांपल
operations
शिपिंग
and
बिल
all.
अगर आप
Yeah.
ड्रॉबैक में फाइल नहीं कर रहे हो तो आपको फिर ड्रॉबैक नहीं मिलेगा. बट आपने एक्सपोर्ट तो किया है, आपने वो प्रोडक्ट एक्सपोर्ट किया है,
कुछ
आपने
तो
फॉरेन
provisions
एक्सचेंज
होने
लाया है.
चाहिए. Yeah.
सिर्फ गलती हुई है कि आपने वो मेंशन नहीं किया है, लाइक
Hmm.
एडवांस ऑथराइजेशन स्कीम मेंशन नहीं किया है, लाइक कोई ड्यूटी ड्रॉबैक आपने मेंशन नहीं किया है,
Right.
तो
So
वो
there
नहीं
are
होना
some
चाहिए.
provisions for that also. At least it will be helpful for them.
There are no provisions. I said mistakes are not pardonable in exports.
Yes, yes, yes.
No provisions.
So there are lot many things actually we can discuss,
Lots
and
and
definitely it will be.
lots of things are there. Exports is an ocean.
So we
Exports
will
is
take your suggestions also, like when to put on the forum and all. So definitely as a chamber, we will try to take that efforts,
yes,
how we can help.
somewhere the efforts has to be
Definitely,
taken.
definitely. With your help, it can come. So
Mm.
thank you so much, sir, for all the discussions and everything. It is very vast subject actually. So
It's,
ocean of
it's
the
an ocean.
things.
You know, every subject we can discuss for hours together, like duty
Yes,
drawback.
yes, yes.
Like for advanced authorization, you say. I told you we are discussing only the first layer.
Only like
There are lot of layers.
it's
Like
really deep.
like
Deep topic.
advanced authorization is there, and there are types of advanced authorization are there. It is a normal advanced authorization is there. There ad hoc advanced authorization is there. Then again there are norms fixed categories there.
Yes.
Then as per para 4.7 category, so lot of
There
layers
are
are
lot
there.
many things actually in that. So
Yeah.
every topic is different. We
Yeah,
have just
we
summarized it
can
in one
discuss.
interview.
These are all oceans. You know, we can only touch the
Yeah.
what I say. So that's it. So
Yes,
these are
yes,
very
yes.
lot of in-depth
Yeah,
subjects.
definitely.
But
We will take it like separately.
yeah.
Every
But
topic to topic.
as far as your new exporters are concerned, they are free to do business. There is nothing going to stop them.
Yeah.
And just go to the experts, and instead of breaking your head and all these things, go to the experts, because good doctors and good consultants are difficult to find. So go to right expert, leave the clerical things to the expert, and you concentrate on marketing, clients,
the growth of the
and the
business.
money. Don't
Yeah.
waste your time in all these activities. Use
That's
good
true.
people for that. That's what I tell the exporters. That's it.
Yes,
Export
yes.
is not a rocket science. You can do it, but you need to have the product knowledge. You should have a proper network, and money should be secured.
Yes, yes.
That's
So with this, definitely I want to say to all the exporters, those who are startup or the started already or the existing exporters, yes, these suggestions really helpful for your growth. So to avoiding what to avoid, what to do and what not to do. So all things really helpful. So watch this video till the end and share this video, like this video, and subscribe this channel also. And thank you so much, sir, for giving the time and opportunity to learn from you and discuss with you. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Just take action.